Hello, creatives. Welcome to the Daily Pick a Card and birthday reading for October 28th. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a 7 of hearts. If you were born before sunrise, you are actually yesterday's card, and that was an 8 of hearts. So the way this works, I read each card individually, then all together for the collective. We're going to talk about the energy today. We've got Scorpio season and all the attributes of Scorpio. Plus, it's a 7 of hearts. So what does that mean for a low vibe and a high vibe that we might run into today, bump energies with, and maybe possibly get triggered? Who knows? We'll wait and see what the card's messages are, and we'll see how maybe we can maneuver through whatever comes up for us a little easier. And at the end of the day, have something positive to feel good about. So then we're going to wish the 7 of hearts a very happy birthday. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you help yourself in raising your vibration so that you can energize your manifesting abilities. All right, let's get started. Oh, we've got a reversal. It's the Jack of Clubs. So fast-paced energy is going to take us in a little bit different direction today. This is intellectual pursuits. This is how we learn, how we gather and learn, that special knowledge that just makes us feel like we are on the right track, that we are feeling sources, information coming through when you think about the leaves of the tree and how they absorb all of the nutrients. And that is the club suit, really interested in absorbing everything that they can possibly get to in this lifetime. And the Jack of Clubs is one of those cards where there's a lot of action going on. It encompasses the aces, 2s, and 3s of the same suit. So you're looking at those original and epiphany ideas, that really deep love of learning something and having another something come to you because of it. It is gifts in that way from something that has already got the ball rolling. It's like you are making improvements on something that is already pretty darn good, yet you receive that information where you take it way beyond what your first thoughts around it were. It's that kind of energy. And then the 2, right? That Moon Emperor energy, that's all around having the stability and the wherewithal of going for it and making those connections. And 3, seeing it through. It's in reverse. So we're looking at the opposite of that. We're looking at being a little stymied, a little held back, unsure, not knowing how to proceed. Maybe you're feeling under the weather today and you just need to stay in bed and rest. So that's the energy that we're getting with this Jack of Clubs. It's either possibly you feeling that way, or when you're out and about on your way, on your day or in your day, that's the kind of energy that you bump up into, that restless, stuck energy where they don't know where to put it and they're bumping into you and help. What are you going to do? So get ready for that. That's a good possibility that might come up into today for you. And on a 7 of Hearts day, it's going to be an interesting part of the reading. Okay. Card number 2. We've got the 2 of Diamonds. So this is in the chart of the day. It is in the Uranus position, which the Jacks are Uranus energy. It is that creative, inventive, Just, yeah, good energy if you have something that is going well for you. But with a reversal, it could just make it all the more confusing. So, but the Two of Diamonds is in the upright position, so this is a good thing. This is getting the opportunity to really move into connecting to something of real value. You're going to know it when you see it. It is just independence with money. So it'll bring you something that you know to be of value. You'll be able to put it to really good use. It is, worthwhile. And you know it. It's Empress energy. So it's going to be super fertile and you're going to see the possibilities. So, yeah, it's all good with this card. All right, card number 3. We've got the 5 of Hearts. So this is movement, and it is through trial and error. It is emotionally kind of feeling your way through whatever is on your path today. This is trying again and again to get it right. It is a very artistic card. It is Jupiter energy. It's joyful. It's fun. It can be incredibly and highly beneficial. It's you really wanting to rise to the challenge because it's almost fun. It's like you're doing a class, or you're like, for instance, acting class. We'll do that because it's emotions and you have to perform and you sense that there's something missing in your performance. And so you're trying different approaches and you finally find the right one, and it is perfection. It's that kind of thing. You know you need something more, so you keep working at it until you get it. And it's also the Justice card in the major arcana. So with that, you know you're making right choices. It's always about that with the Justice card. You know what you're doing. You know that you're going to have to suffer the consequences. You're accepting of that. You are putting yourself out there to be accountable for whatever happens. So holding up the crew or the cast with figuring out what best approach is for you, and you finally find it and everything falls into place, and the play, the production is all the better for it. It's that kind of energy. Really quite lovely to take that giant step forward and really being responsible for it, right? Through your work and your effort. It's a great card. Okay, so all together on this 7 of Hearts day, and it's the full moon as well. We've got a lot of lush emotional fertility, and hopefully we are putting the finishing touches on our manifesting over the last couple of weeks and really adding and letting our guides know that we're ready. We want to receive it. Please bring it. This is it. It's already in the mail. It's coming. It's on the red eye overnight. We're going to receive it tomorrow. It'll be in our hands. And what are we going to do with it? With the best of intentions and the most gratitude that you can muster, you will do what you need to do with it. Whatever your manifestation, whatever you receive will be in the right measure. You just need to trust that. That is what you're ready for. That's what you need in order to get on to the next one. Beautiful energy. Because after tonight, we are going to be releasing. So whatever we didn't get, whatever triggers us into being invited into a lower vibration because we didn't get what we wanted. We boo-hoo got what we needed. That is your gift. That is your gift. What are you going to do with it? That's your gift. All right. Enough. Seven of Hearts. This is an opportunity to open up, free yourself from needing something to be a certain way. Something, someone, something about you. You gotta let it go. It again is that Saturn, 7 days of the week, very spiritual number. We want to break on through those 7 inner planets that we can see, and we want to move into the outer planets where the mere earthy gravity of being needy for something to be in a particular package is let go. No, we don't need it. Let them be them, you be you, and allow for that grace to settle in, that peace. And it could come in the form of a loss with the sevens. It's always about letting go. And in this case, it's going to be about emotionally accepting that you needed to get tweaked, that maybe it came through as some kind of heartache of being left or duped, or you're grieving in some way over something, missing a part of you that needed to get reinvented, because that's what the sevens do. They take what they get and they make it into something better. You let go of the victimizing, self-victimization or otherwise. That's the deal with the sevens. So we are in it. We have got this full moon. We are on a Saturday. So have fun with it. I think it is the perfect day for this, perfect season for this with Scorpio. It's all about letting it go. So we have a 7 of Hearts, Major Arcana, Death card, Scorpio season, Death card. We're going to be letting go of a lot of stuff that just isn't working for us, just isn't supporting who we need to be or want to be. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today under this kind of beautiful energy. We've got some holding back. We've got some energy here that we just don't quite know what to do with it. It is really feeling nervous and creative and not knowing what to do with it. So it could come through as having difficulty focusing is a good one with the Jack. It could also come through as feeling like you don't have enough information or there's too much. You can be overthinking. But it can also come through as feeling bored or lazy. So the cards give you an idea of what is going to be brought up for you, feeling-wise, how you're going to react to something. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to get something from one of these cards dropped into your lap, but it is what gets pulled for you to be mirrored and have a look at. But we will make that valued connection intellectually within ourselves and understand what that value is and put it together. It's going to feel good. It's going to be a little work, but it's going to be so fulfilling. We'll channel that nervous, misplaced energy into something that is going to serve us. The key here for today is knowing what to let go of, that emotional burdening, that it's timely and ready to be let go. Fun. All right. Yes, so there you have it. Hope that works for you. Let's move on to the birthday. Happy birthday, Seven of Hearts. Let's see what you get for the Creativity Oracle. This is where you're being invited to look and see what you might be able to take advantage of with this offer of heightening your manifesting abilities by energizing you and you feeling like you did a good job today and can go to sleep with a clean heart and a clear head and be like, yes, now I can put all of that energy, that feel goodness into this right here and be able to use it and draw upon it, right? Your well of creativity. All right, let's take a look. Time. Time can be seen to be both linear and a spiral. Circle back to explore concepts from the past and create the future. Introspective. I hope you've kept some kind of journal. That is like the best thing to have happen here, because spiraling back, especially when you get into those moments of self-doubt or self-negativity or any of that, and you're really feeling pretty poor, then you can look back through your journal of successes and be buoyed by that. And if not, in those times where you need to circle back and take a look at even the good times and how that might have served you a little better in some other tweaking or little bits, you know what I mean? Because every time that you can understand yourself a little more, you are able to grow into that maturity and that groundedness of making better decisions the next time it comes around, because doesn't it always? The things that need to come back around certainly always do. So when you're looking at it for the umpteenth time and you have to come back to explore different concepts and realize that you've got what you need. You've got all the ingredients. Now you just need to put them together in the right amount. That's what they're asking you to do. So if you haven't done a journal, now's the time, because today's the full moon. So whatever's coming up for you emotionally and otherwise, whatever's happening in your life and how you're triggered by that, whether in a good way or in not so good way, write it down. And even next week, go back and take a look. It's amazing if you use the moon to do your cycle, right? It's a full moon, so what do you want to let go of? That you can start tonight and put that into motion tomorrow. You can take a few days. Doesn't mean you have to have all the answers today. You don't. You've got several days, really. You take all the time you want, basically, because you can go right up to the new moon while you're releasing whatever is held. You've got all that time to sort it through and perfect it, right? And then you're ready to manifest something. All right, let's take a look at your spirit and nature. The Jack of Hearts. Well, this is in your chart as well. So now we're looking at a Jack of Hearts, which is in the Mars position. You are ruled by Mars as a Scorpio, Mars and Pluto. So your Pluto position is super important as well. But the fact that you've got the Jack of Hearts on your Mars, you want to look and see what else you have there with it, if anything, because that means your Mars is in Scorpio or it's in Aries. So both very action-oriented places for that placement to be. So go and have a look to see what else you might have going on there, and understand that Jack of Hearts is a that Uranus energy, very creative and inventive, like all of the jacks. They're very charming, and it's fleeting energy. It's very inspiring. And it is like a change of perspective, because you've got the aces, twos, and threes in the heart's suit as well. So whatever is there with that heart, that Jack of Hearts card, is susceptible to that aces, twos, and threes of the heart suit, coming in contact with something that brings you peace and security, that feels supportive. Being able to put those two together and have that Empress energy, where you are looking at the possibilities of making new, happier expectations around your love connections, what feels good to you. And threes, seeing it through fruition and allowing it to have that energy that it needs to get as far as it can go before that cycle starts all over again. The thing about the jacks to look out for here, the possibility of it, is really being true to self. The jacks have this element of wanting to please, wanting to be well liked, wanting to show up and be what the rest of the world needs. And they can have that energy of overselling themselves. Not saying that it's not what they want to be, just saying it might be over promising. So do look out for that. And for you, you've got that 7 of diamonds on your sun position. So it's equally doubling down in that 7's energy, that gateway, letting go of what's no longer serving you, comes through, in Scorpio manner with that death card, and it's just the way it works for you. And for you, that Pluto energy that you're also ruled by is that 8 of clubs. So it's you getting down to the nitty gritty and really grounding into your self-validation and understanding that knowledge is everything, and how you gather it, what you do with it, how you share it. It's all really important, because you got to keep looking. You've got to move beyond finding out what you want to know and move into what you don't know, because it's also that 8 energy. This is the Rahu chariot. So in order to live life to the fullest using this card, you need to understand that the value of what you gather needs time for reflection and focus. It builds confidence and opens you to willingness. It is really a steady, grounded, methodical way of going about doing things. But it's very individual as well. So great card, but not so great when it's your catch-22, because like I said, you need to move beyond thinking you know everything you need to know about it. There's more. That's your life path ecliptic. That 4 of clubs can get awfully happy sitting in what they know and not bothering to look any further. You need to look further. That's your catch-22. Don't settle for the first few things that come. There's the King of Diamonds in your Rahu, and that is you really being able to nail it. It is Pluto energy as well, right? Because it's the King position. And that brings the crisis to it. You're scrambling. You thought you had everything you needed, and now you realize you don't. So it's in that catch-22 of getting too comfortable with the status quo. All right, there you go. Let's see what you get for the Wishcraft card. I am free to make my wishes come true. It is the paper airplane. You know, it'd be kind of fun to just write a message on a paper airplane and use it in your manifesting. It's perfect for that. All right, so there we have it. I wish you the best of luck. I think you've got a really good, fun one here to investigate. Got plenty of room to really absorb everything, because keep that journal. It's going to be super important for you for the rest of the year to look back during certain times and understand moon cycle too, right? It's all good. Okay, so there we have it, everyone. Carpe diem, stay kind and curious, and as always, journey creatively.